Hey, how's it going, my coffee friends? Hey guys, my name is Tony and you're watching Faith and Coffee Bean. Hey guys, I just want to say right now, give me a good thumbs up, give me a like, give me a subscribe, all that good YouTubery stuff. Guys, I'm a small YouTuber. The best way you could show your support if you like content like this is just letting me know by subscribing and hanging out with me. Guys, I'm super excited. So I have been, if you follow me, I have been on a quest to find the ultimate mobile espresso unit. And I've actually reviewed quite a few units recently. This was one of them. This is the iCap 58 millimeter, basically mobile unit. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this one, but I really want to focus, the main thing, the star of the show today, is the STARSEEKER 58 millimeter Super 58 unit. This thing is so cool, it's epic, and I really can't wait to do this deep dive into it for you. But just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know, this is a unit that I purchased myself. It is, I talk about a lot of budget-friendly things, okay? I'm one of those YouTube folks, I'm somebody's dad. I'm just not a big corporation. And I really love it when brands reach out and they'll send me something for review, and that is awesome. But then there's just some things that I just really start obsessing about, and I gotta have. And this is one that I was able to get this on an open box on Amazon, and I'm super excited. Y'all, I have been using this for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and I'm telling you guys, I really wanted to get some time with it before I made this video because it's just blowing my mind how cool this is. So, yeah. If you are a coffee geek like me, I'm telling you, hit that subscribe, because I'm one of those folks where I will go on Reddit, I will go watch 10 reviews before I buy something. Y'all, there is a great channel that's been reviewing a lot of stuff from STARSEEKER that I'm a big fan of, and I watched all the videos, and I'm so glad I actually pulled the trigger and got this one, because, y'all, this thing is cool. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to be using my Cochinair, basically kettle here. So let's kind of talk about the first thing. Let's let the cat right out of the bag, okay? So who is this espresso machine for, okay? I think this is for someone who's like me, probably like you, a home barista, coffee geek enthusiast. I think if someone was a novice, I personally wouldn't recommend this machine because it is that advanced. And I think someone who really cares about making espresso and is kind of looking for, that like white whale of having a mobile espresso unit and just having something that's really super cool. So if you're an espresso geek, this is well worth it. I'm going to tell you guys, I spent about, I think open box, it was over 200, so about 210, 220, right about there. And I know that retails anywhere, I've seen it for 200. One time I think I saw it special for like 190, all the way up to 250. So this is not a machine that I'm telling you guys that it's kind of for the beginner. This is for a seasoned coffee person that just really wants to go crazy. I think it's super cool. So why I want to talk about the cat out of the bag. Okay, this unit doesn't have a heating element. Okay, where other mobile units that I have tested before and reviewed on the channel, they have a mobile heating element, and that's pretty much the only downside to this particular unit. Now, I don't say that like, it's a downside, bummer. Personally, everything you get in this unit is so crazy that it's like I don't even care about that part of it all. If you're traveling, if you're going to be one of those folks who's going to take this out on a camping trip, or out to the mountains, or to an extended stay in Airbnb, that's kind of where I'm at. I do a lot of business traveling. My wife and I have thought about going to Savannah, Georgia. We live in the South, and we were thinking about getting an Airbnb for a couple weeks and just doing the town, painting the town red, and just enjoying some time. Of course, I'm not going to bring one of my big giant espresso machines with me. So I actually think this is the big contender. Those of you who come visit me in Central Florida and going to Disney World, this would be a great, great espresso machine to have in your Disney hotel, or if you're taking a cruise. I definitely think this is going to be cool. So I am using, like I mentioned, my Cochin Air kettle, which is an awesome kettle. One of these days I'm going to do a full review on it here on this channel, but I'm going to tell you guys, I definitely recommend it. So with this unit, because it doesn't have that heating element, you will need to provide your own hot water. So if you're traveling, that's going to be a mobile, basically heat system, thermostat, mobile hot water unit. I've actually got a chance to review a couple of those. Or if you're going to be doing long-term stay at a hotel, Airbnb, a kettle is the best way to go. So let's go ahead. Let me get this thing nice and primed. Let's heat everything up. And y'all, let's start pulling some shots. And I want to tell you all about the crazy features that are packed in this machine. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about this machine and what makes it special. So first thing, listen to that. All metal construction, you guys. This thing is built like a tank. There's just no other way to say it. When you lift it up, I mean, you're talking, this thing is massive. Let's go ahead and put it right now on the scale. And let's tell you guys right now how many grams this sucker is, because it is huge. We are looking at 1289 as far as grams. So 1289. Y'all, this thing is a beast. There's just no other way to say it. I mean, it's crazy to me. So that's awesome. And the reason why that's awesome is because when it comes to a lot of these espresso units, especially the mobile ones, I've used some very budget-friendly ones in the past. I'm going to show you one right now. So one of the most popular videos I've ever put out on my channel is about this very inexpensive mobile pod unit. Okay, y'all, this thing, and I'm not dissing it. It's cool and it's a really cheap price. Uses, of course, the Nespresso pods, and when you put it together, in all honesty, guys, it feels really flimsy. And there's been times, there's an adapter that I have for this unit where I could put my own coffee grounds, and I'm telling you guys, I've heard some bops and weird sounds where I thought, oh no, am I breaking this thing? That's not what's going to go on with the Super 58. So the Super 58, what makes it so unique is it has this amazing pressure gauge right here, and it has a built-in pre-infusion and OPV. And here's the crazy part, y'all. The OPV is completely adjustable. They give you this included key right here, and you could actually, on the fly while you're doing your shots, literally do adjustments. So what's crazy is you basically got the smallest pressure profiling machine I've ever even heard of. So that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. STARSEEKER actually sells an adapter that you can replace this knob, and it comes out with a bigger one. So if you want to do it by hand, you can. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. And then here's the best part. This is why this is awesome. I want you to take a look at this. So first off, you have the lower compartment here, and inside you can swap any basket you want. I actually have an MH Bomber precision basket that I've been using for a long, long time. It's actually my first basket, aftermarket basket I ever bought. And y'all, it fits perfectly in there. If you wanted to go ahead and install a step-down basket like this, the 58 step down to 49, you can use a step-down basket. This thing will take anything you throw at it. You want to use your puck screens. I'm going to recommend using your puck screens. Again, this construction, all metal, tough, like a tank. Guys, that is awesome. So there's that. And then here is the crazy part, y'all. You have a real shower screen. So if I wanted to go ahead and take out the screw, I could replace the shower screen if I wanted to. Y'all, I could basically treat this like a traditional 58 millimeter espresso machine. That is wild. That is absolutely bonkers crazy, in my opinion. There's just no other way to say it. There's parts of this that just, man, I can't help but to geek out. I really can't. You know, I think it's crazy what they did with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop puck screen in here. I'm gonna put this on top. And here is my first pro tip with using this machine. After the last 3 or 4 weeks or so of pulling shots, I'm going to tell you right now, if any machine is going to need to be preheated, it's this machine, okay? There's a lot of metal. If you were to go ahead and just put hot water into it right from the get-go and pull a shot, it's going to be because it's going to take so much of that heat. So really, best practice would be to go ahead and preheat the unit. And that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the water in the chamber for just a bit. We're going to pull a couple blank shots. Got that all filled up. And then we'll get to it, because you definitely need to go ahead and preheat this unit. That is a must. Inside the box, you get a stand, okay? You also get these great accessories. Here's a tamper, palm tamper that comes with it. You get this really awesome custom built dosing ring, which is all aluminum, so it's a really good construction. Like I mentioned, you do get, you know, your key to go ahead and change your OPV. And then it comes with a really nice case, y'all. I'll go ahead. I think I'll show you some pictures of that. But the case is just amazing. I didn't really do an unboxing video with this, guys, because I got so excited. I've been sharing, follow me on my Instagram, because I've been sharing on Instagram a lot of pictures and a lot of, you know, like YouTube shorts. Guys, if you don't know this already, and I did a live show on this. If you don't know this already, I go live 2 to 3 times a week. So make sure that you hit that bell notification. If you like to hang out and talk shop, I've said this to you guys before. This is not my full-time job. YouTube, I love it. It's my passion project. I have a full-time job. I actually am a department head for an insurance company. But I'm going to tell you guys a giant secret. My live shows are my escape from work. I do it when I take my lunch break or early in the morning or when I have some time. Y'all, I like hanging out with you guys. I'm a big coffee geek. And I'm telling you, if you want to hang out, talk shop, ask some questions, that's a great time to do it. So let's go ahead. That water has been sitting there. Let's go ahead and pull some of that water out. And then we're going to make some coffee. What I really love about this is you can use all the same gear you normally use. So let's go ahead and get it activated. Give it a double tap. There we go. And I don't have any coffee in there, so you're not going to see the pressure gauge really get activated too much. One of the other really cool things about this is that if you are pulling a shot and you wanted to add more water, you could actually open this up while you're doing your shot, and it doesn't really affect anything, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more water and run this through one more time, just to really make sure everything's nice and hot. All right, my coffee friends, now that we got everything all nice and hot, that is a good thing. Temperature is one of the best things that you could ever do to make sure that you have good results. Also, make sure you're using good coffee. There's just no other way to say it. Coffee, good water. With this particular unit, please, water is so important. You do not want to get scale in a unit like this, any of the mobile units. So really make sure that you have a great quality water source. I'm going to be pulling 18 grams. So we're doing 18 grams. I have an 18 gram basket. And like I mentioned, this is a precision basket I got a long time ago from MH Bomber that I've always loved. It's been one of my favorites. It's kind of a good luck charm. So I think that is a good one to use to get started with. Today we are going to be using the STARSEEKER Edge. And that is an awesome conical burr grinder that STARSEEKER makes, of course. It's beautiful. It reminds me of a Stormtrooper. It's my Stormtrooper machine here. So I'm going to do some RDT. We're going to do everything in our regular workflow like we would normally do using a full-size machine. And that is one of the reasons why this machine rocks. There's no other way to say it, y'all. It is crazy cool. Just a really neat machine. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's get our 18 grams. Let's get the grinder ready to go. And if you haven't watched already, I did a review on this. Yeah, this would be a great unit to take with you as well, size-wise. It's one of the smallest grinders I have, and I feel like it packs a punch more than most. The conical burrs are very forgiving, and you can do a lot with it. There's a plasma generator in here. It is a solid metal construction. This is one of the coolest things I really like, is that the actual chamber here comes off if you need to clean it. So that is just really cool. This is a really amazing grinder. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. So it's nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and release everything from the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to put that back on there. There we go. Really love the included stand. Yeah, it's nice and hot. Let's give this, make sure this is nice and dry. And like I mentioned, a lot of the puck prep, like you normally would do, you would do on this. That doesn't really change, and that is a good thing, y'all. So let's go ahead and put our grounds in there, and I'm going to use the included dosing funnel, which fits perfectly. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our coffee in there. Nice. Okay. We're going to do some WDT. Got my new WDT tool from Cafe Sing, which is really awesome. It's my lightsaber WDT tool. There we go. A little tap. Now, one of the things I always kind of forget when I do this is that just remember that when you do your normal, like if you like me, how I tap, the difference is your portafilter, if you have a big one, can be below this point. So that's just something to remember. What's cool, I'm going to do some distribution. Okay. Because I really want to show you what makes this so cool is that you can use your own pro level tools. So I'm actually going to use my full distributor here. This is from iCap. I'm going to set it right down. It fits perfectly on there. And look at that, y'all. Isn't that awesome? And this is a gravity distributor. Then I'm going to use my tamper from iCap. Put that right on top. Fits perfectly. Okay. Everything is just like a normal espresso machine. And that's crazy. That is really crazy. I find that to be one of the best parts about doing this. Look at that right there. Isn't that awesome? One of the suggestions I would make is make sure that you clean right around the edges, because you want to make sure that you have a good seal. You don't want any coffee to get out of there. So definitely make sure you have that good seal. Let's go ahead and put puck screen right up top, just like normal. And we're going to go ahead and screw this down to the bottom. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now, in theory, when I put my water in, okay, I shouldn't say in theory, and really in truth, if I wanted to go ahead and measure out how much water I'm using, I could put this right on the scale. Okay, let's go ahead and zero that out. Okay, let's go ahead and add our water up top. And I'm actually going to go more than what I want to yield, because I want to make sure there's enough. So I'm going to do about 65. Stop it right about there. And then I'm going to put on the scale when I do this, and we're going to manually pull that shot. Okay, let's put the lid back on. Now that we have it right there. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and pull our first shot of the day. I often tell you guys this when I do these videos. Kind of wait to take my first shot with y'all in the morning. So I need coffee, y'all. I need coffee. All right, let's go and do this. Awesome. Did about 35. Let me stop it here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it has OPV, but it doesn't have three-way solenoid. I always forget that. I know it sounds silly, but yeah, so cool. All right, y'all, that's our first shot. Let's take a look at it. Let's give it a little taste. Y'all, I'm excited. This is super cool. Let's give this a little stir. Put on the refractometer. Got some crema built up. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so TDS, we are looking at a TDS of 10.33, y'all. 10.33. 8 to 12 is that espresso range, so we're definitely far above that espresso range. Let's give this a taste, y'all. Oh my goodness. Cannot wait. So I'm using Lavazza beans. I wanted to do something not so fancy pants, just that everyone can get. Oh, that's nice. Creamy, milk chocolate undertones, a really nice mouthfeel. Yeah, that's delicious. That's absolutely delicious. As far as where I was at when it comes to pressure, I was right about not where I wanted to be. It was right about that 4 bars, which is way too low. So I'm gonna go finer, and then we're gonna do this again. The bars, you know, it still gave good crema. It still tastes good, but it's not where I want to be. So that's what's really cool about this unit, is the fact that you're going to be able to kind of really dial it in more and kind of get exactly where you'd want to be. And that's what we're going to do right now. So let me get some more beans, and let's do this again. Let me show you how easy this is to kind of do cleanup. It's kind of one of the things with the other units. Cleanup can be difficult, but I find that this, because of the construction and how, you know, it's all metal, I just find it's a lot easier. So there we go. We got a little bit of water up top, as you can see, just a tiny bit. Okay, and then we go ahead and I'm using my knockbox. I knocked out my puck screen. Want to do a little diagnosis? You can see right up top, you can see the indentations where it went up to the actual shower screen, and then I knocked that out. You know, that's how easy that is. Personally, I'm telling you guys right now, I really find that this is a great way to go. I love that this is thick. I love that this is strong. This doesn't feel wimpy or weak or anything like that. This thing feels like a tank. So again, I'm a big dude, and I have kind of burly hands, and I can break stuff very easy. So when I get things, I really want to make sure that there's something that's going to last, and that this is going to be something that's going to last. I'll tell you that for a fact. For a fact. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and go finer. Okay. I didn't want to go too fine on the first round, so that's kind of where, you know, what my thought pattern was on that. Let's go finer. All right, guys, I got the kettle getting hotter again. So I'm going to go ahead and do the adjustment. Right now, it's above it's above 2 and 3. So we're going to actually take this all the way down. I'm thinking to about just under 2. I think that will be good. Okay? I think that's going to be good. Let's go ahead and grind this up and see how we do. Okay, let's go and add our water. Turning this on first. Again, I'm using the scale, so I'm not measuring out the water per se up top, but what's really great is that there are some fill lines, and I actually try to put as much water as I can because I want to manually stop it. Definitely, I'm going to recommend, like doing any other system, use a scale. You're going to need a scale. Okay? Just treat this like any other espresso machine. can see it ramping up right here. Awesome. OPV's taking it. Yeah, that last one was just so coarse. This could actually go finer now. Wow, that's so cool. Like I mentioned, OPV is completely adjustable. Awesome. 34. And let's go ahead and put that down, catch the water. As you all saw, I could actually adjust it while I was in the middle of it. But look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Look at all that crema. Boy, that last shot. Oh, it tasted okay. Guys, what can I say? It was my first shot in the morning. When I was tasting, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. You know, I always say, guys, I'm a coffee nerd, not a coffee snob. Man, look at that crema. Dang, that is really cool. This is going to be the better shot. You know, I can't afford to be a coffee snob. But guys, sometimes I'm a simple man. That first taste of coffee, I'm like, oh, this is delicious. Oh man, I crack up at myself. Okay, guys, 11.44. Wow. Okay, so again, 8 to 12 is the espresso range. This is definitely at the top part of that. I like to actually be above 12, but I have a feeling this is actually going to be a good shot now. And I can go a little coarser. Let's give this a little taste. Oh, man. Goodness. Oh, delicioso. Creamy, tons of crema. Very chocolate milk. Very, you know, that just smooth. This is a very smooth coffee. Oh, that's so delicious. Here's my first shot, just so you guys can see. There's the first shot, just in comparison. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I tasted that first shot. I was like, whoa, this is pretty good. Man, now that is really good. Absolutely delicious. Guys, that's what's really cool about this unit is you're going to be able to experiment. You're going to, if you're in the middle of a shot and you wanted to change the OPV, as you can see, that first shot was at a 4. This one was almost to a 20. That's crazy. That's literally crazy. The fact that you can do that, especially on a mobile machine, is absolutely wild. So let's go ahead. Let's change this grind setting and let's pull one more shot. Okay, so as far as this grinder goes, I'm telling y'all, this is a very forgiving and awesome grinder. If you could see where I went from, you know, the first shot to the second shot, you know, that really wasn't, you know, it really, there was a lot of range of motion in that. I think if I would have been using a flatbed grinder, I wouldn't have gotten results like that. So I'm actually going to pop this up to about 21, or 21, listen to me. Each one of these is about 10. So the 2 is really about a 20. So I'm going to actually put it right about, you know, like 21 basically. So there we go. Let's go ahead and measure out some beans and get some new beans. All right, y'all, now that we have everything adjusted, let's go ahead and grind these last bit of beans. The water just got hot, and let's pull this last shot. All right, now that we got everything nice and cleaned out, again, super easy, everything's good and hot. Let's go ahead and put that dosing ring back on top, grab our coffee, and make some final magic here. Now, here's kind of my big suggestion, guys, for this unit is have fun with it. This is something really cool. If you want to get more advanced, if you are going through that espresso mobile journey like I am, there's a lot of competition out there. This iCap machine, the 58 and 51, I have both of those. They're phenomenal. If you haven't watched the videos, go ahead and watch them. But they are different than this. I'm going to tell you that right now. I really feel like it's a major difference. Something like the Outen. I actually have an Outen, and we're going to be doing a full video really soon on the Outen. I think it's really good. I think they're great units. I think there's a lot of really good units out there. But where this one is so different than the others is that build quality and the fact that it has the pressure gauge and everything on there right from the get-go. I think those two things make this so different. It has pre-infusion, it has a pressure gauge. You could really do a lot. Like I mentioned, we're planning, my wife and I were thinking about taking a trip to Savannah, Georgia, and we were going to stay for like a week or so. Hopefully we can do that this winter. And if we're going to do an Airbnb, this would be the thing I would take on Airbnb, 100%. If this was going to be a situation where I was going to be camping and somewhere long term, and I wanted to be mobile, this would be awesome. You know, the fact that it is capable so much is what really kind of draws me to it. So I think that is incredible. Biggest advice I'm going to give you, though, is just remember, this is a real espresso machine. This is not a toy. And I don't say that lightly. This is something for folks who are really serious about their coffee, who really want to kind of jump into it and just have a good time. There's just no other way to say it. I think this is built for people like you and me, you know, people that are really into coffee. If you're a coffee nerd and you watch, you know, 3 or 4 videos a week, like I do, on YouTube, then this is for you. Like I think it's well worth it. There are other options out there. Okay. There definitely are. And there are some more affordable options, but there's zero that comes close to the features that this particular unit gives. And I like all the other units. I recently did a review on the Me Coffee unit. And a lot of the other units, guys, can I tell you a big secret? They're kind of brothers and sisters of each other. There is a wonderful manufacturer who's the OEM who's been really breaking grounds on the technology mobile-wise for these units lately. So they're all kind of brothers and sisters, but this is different. I really think this is more of a unique design. I haven't come across anything like the design on this unit. So that kind of tells you something, and I think it's pretty awesome. So when it comes to the features, this is the one with all the features. All the bells and whistles are on here. The only really big difference, like I said, is you need a heating element. So that's about it. So y'all, let's go ahead and pull this shot. Nice, good ramp up. Perfect. This is where I want to be, y'all. We're right about here, which is awesome. I like the time that's coming out. I'm going to stop it right at 32. Oh my goodness, trying to do all this at the same time. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Oh my goodness, that's awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and put this on the refractometer. Let's give this a little swirl and a little taste, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this awesome machine. I was going to say beast. It really is. It's nuts. Yeah, it's like the tank of mobile espresso units. I am going to be getting a mobile unit, hopefully pretty soon, that is one of those CO2 units. And I just don't even think something like that could even compare to this. This is just so cool. I can't help but to geek out about this machine. 11.69, y'all. 11.69. So as far as TDS goes, right about almost 12. 11.69. We're right where we should be. Full espresso. Let's give this a little taste, my friends. Salute, cheers, wherever you are in the world. Cheers. Appreciate you. Oh, that's the best one so far. Yeah, that's good. I got to try the other one. Okay, so this was the last shot. Last shot right here. It's cold now. That's good. That's good. But this is definitely the better one. Really good mouthfeel. Delicious. Traditional 1-to-2 ratio. The ratio was right on. So, wow, man. So here's kind of my final thoughts and suggestions, okay? I wholeheartedly would recommend getting this. But the one thing I'm going to kind of throw out there, make sure it's something that you want to fully jump into. because this isn't for the faint of heart, y'all. This is like taking it to the next level when it comes to mobile units. You cannot use pods with this. You need to be able to prep. Please don't tell me, don't write to me and say, Tony, I used ground coffee. Oh man, you're gonna break my heart. Y'all, don't do that. You need a good grinder. So think about this grinder. Look at the profile size. I think that's a good pair right there. So that this would be a great grinder if you want to go mobile. If you're looking for a really good hand grinder, you know, I just did a review on this amazing grinder, the Grizz by Cafe Sing. So a hand grinder would be great, or something like a Whirly. But if you can take this with you, I would take the Edge. Edge is a beautiful conical burr grinder that's just awesome. Guys, this is really cool. So next time I take my Airbnb trip, this is going to come with me. This would be perfect for someone who's doing van life or RV life, or you're a traveling nomad. If you're a traveler, this is awesome. Hands down, super cool. If you have a countertop, if you could have multiple pieces of gear, and you're like me and you're a big nerd and you want to take all your gear with you when you go traveling, which I do, this is going to be awesome. So if you guys like videos like this, remember to like and subscribe. The best way you can show me your support is just by hitting that subscription button. Guys, I'm a small YouTuber. It's because of you I can do videos like this. And it's because of because of you I do videos like this. There's just no other way to say it, y'all. I appreciate you so much. The channel has been seeing a lot of growth, and I really appreciate you. If you ever want to ask me questions, put them in the comments below. I love answering your questions. Also follow me on Instagram. Any of the links you see on the bottom of the video in the description are affiliate links. Basically, you don't pay any more or any less. It's just like regular. But a small portion goes back to us so we could buy some beans. That's the main thing. Buy some beans. Y'all, I got some great videos coming up. I've got a new grinder coming today. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait, y'all. I have a couple machines that are going to be coming. Again, I'm still doing my lives with my awesome Gaja Classic Pro with the Gaja Mate. Y'all, I really appreciate you. Thanks so much for hanging. Go make some good coffee. And this one is really cool. If y'all want to see a big head-to-head video with all of the mobile units, let me know in the comments below.